Hi and welcome. My name's John Newton, and this is the John Image channel, or it's John Image or the John Newton channel, whichever one you prefer. I don't really mind which way you want to put it. So today I'm just going to talk about a particular camera, and I bought this because I thought it would be a useful way of experimenting with video, something I could literally put in my pocket, maybe take on an aircraft without worrying too much. These days, I kind of worry about taking my camera on an aircraft if I'm going to travel anywhere. We've got some plans for the near future to travel outside the country that I'm living in, which just to remind you is Bulgaria, Eastern Europe. And I decided that I would have a go at buying the Sony E ZV E10 or ZV E-10 if you're American, I guess. And here it is, the ZV E-10. It's even got the model number on the back there, as you can see. Now, I'd read a lot about it. Seen quite a few example videos of people using it. I've seen some of the pictures out of it. And at the time that I bought it, it was on special offer. I actually bought it off of Amazon Germany. It did take 10 working days to get here, which is actually all in all 14 days if you include weekends to actually finally arrive at my place. And this is the problem with not having an Amazon in your own country. The nearest one is in Germany to Bulgaria, and for some reason or other it takes 2 weeks to get here. I've got no idea why. I've driven there from here. It takes a couple of days, so maybe the trucks are really, really slow. Anyway, so this camera, how do I find it? Well, to be honest with you, I don't find it very good. It's potentially me, the way that I'm using it. I've been using cameras for a long time, and the change from a camera without a viewfinder to this one has no viewfinder on it. You can't stick your eye up into it. All you can do is to use the screen. On the back there, you can see there. And oh, look, there's my ring light up the top there. So here's the things I really don't like about it. Okay, number one, the on-off switch is right here. And I just don't like it. I would prefer it to be round the back or somewhere. And it's quite difficult to actually feel whether it's on or off when you're looking at it. The other issue here is, there we go. Can you see me? Oh yeah, there you are. The other issue with the camera here, and there's loads of them, is this screen is quite difficult to use when you're videoing. At the moment, obviously, I'm pointing it at the screen, and if I actually turn it around to face myself, which I have to do to set it. Let me see. Is it on video mode at the moment? Yes, it is on video mode at the moment. So here's the thing, right? It's on video mode. Now, if I start this on video mode, I can't tell it's videoing. I think it's got a red ring around it. Let me just double check. Has it got a red? No, I don't think it is recording at the moment. Let's just try again. Yep, it is now apparently recording. It's got a little red mark on the front of it. I don't know whether you can see it. Can you see it? It says, no, it says standby on that at the moment. So let's just try recording again. There you go. And yeah, is that recording or not? I can't really tell. I can't tell whether this is recording or not. Yeah, it's got a tiny little red rook thing in the bottom left hand corner. I thought it was going to be a bit more obvious whether it was recording or not, but I don't know, particularly when you're outside and bright sunlight, it's very difficult to see whether you're actually recording or not, or whether it's working or not. So that is infuriating. And this is not recording now. It's on standby. really very keen on that. It should have something a bit more obvious, maybe a light on the back of it or something telling me that it's actually recording. I think there is a little tiny flashing indication that it's recording on the back. I don't know whether you can see that there. Let's see. Can you see that little flashing thing? It's over here somewhere. Oh yeah, you can just about see. In fact, when you're outdoors, you cannot see that flashing. At least I can't anyway. So also, I've got some sample video that I took and some sample pictures to see what it actually looked like when I took the pictures. But I'm just going to go through the other things that I don't like about it as well. So the other thing I don't like about it is this button here. Can you see it? I don't know whether I'm going to. I'm not sure yet. It's right next to the recording. This one here, this little button here, this one changes between stills, video, and slow motion, or the S&Q mode. Can you see that? Yeah. And each press changes between the two. I'd really rather there'd been a switch, to be honest with you. Rather like the on off switch. That would have been so much better to me, rather than that press button like that, which I find really difficult to use. And I can't really tell a lot of the time what, and I have to double and triple check. And then obviously you're going to have to do the editing later. The picture quality with this lens, I don't know. I'm not so sure about it. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm very pedantic. Did I say how much I paid for it? I bought this. It cost me €600 from Amazon in Germany. I just checked the other day. It's up to €700 now. I don't really quite understand why that happens because, Amazon do not buy 5 cameras at a time. They're more likely to buy 1,000, I would have thought. So the difference in price from one week to another seems strange to say the least to me. Anyway, I'm just going to swap over to Flickr, which are where I'm hosting my pictures and videos now. And you can have a look at a couple of the videos and a couple of pictures that I made. And so let's have a look. This is a picture. Wait for it to come up there. Let me just double check that you can see it okay. Yes, you can. And this is at the long end of the zoom. The zoom does 16 mil to 50. Now, because this is a crop sensor camera, it's roughly half the size of a full frame sensor. So any kind of lens measurement, you have to pretty much double in order to work out what its full frame equivalent is. So, 16 mil might be 30 or 35 mil, and so on and so forth. And 50 mil might be 75 mil equivalent. So this is at the long end of 75 mil, and it's got 3 zoom settings. It's got digital zoom, it's got something called clear focus zoom, and it's got something called optical zoom. I've tried all 3. And I think this one was on the clear focus mode when I took this one. Now, I'm not so sure about the quality of this picture. I did edit it to punch up the colors in it because it was a very dull overcast day when I took these pictures. And I'm just going to just show you now the one of the videos that I shot with it. It's in 1080 mode, this particular one. So let's just see. Okay, video test. It's fairly short. Let's just make sure that you can see it. You can. And we're just going to fire this off now. And this is on the maximum anti-shake mode that they have for this camera. Stable shot or steady shot. This is on active mode. I'm trying to hold that camera as still as I possibly can while I'm shooting. That little hang on a minute. There you go. Here's another one. I'm really trying to hold it as steady as I possibly can. with all my might, I'm trying to keep it as still and as smooth as I can. And as you can see, I'm absolutely rubbish at it. It's all over the place. It's not really stable enough to be used for proper video, I don't think. And all in all, I thought that this was a bad purchase by me. I should have bought a camera with a viewfinder. I was after a portable crop sensor camera that I could put in my pocket. I can put that in my pocket, which might be useful on some trips. Particularly, sometimes I feel a bit nervous about taking um, cameras on aircraft, and so that might be useful for that. I can stick it in my shoulder bag and put it in the luggage, and I don't have to worry too much about it. And it is fairly light. It doesn't weigh me down at all. It's quite sturdily built. It's mainly metal. Some of the doors feel a bit flimsy on it. The microphone socket is a bit strange. I don't know whether you can see that. It's kind of strange little plastic door. And that feels like it's the thinnest plastic you can possibly buy. Now, as you can tell, I'm not sponsored doing this video, otherwise I'd be singing the praises of it and telling you how clever I am to choose this camera. I think I was pretty stupid, really, all in all. And I should have spent a bit more on this camera and got something that was more suitable for me. Now, I'm in a position where I bought spare batteries from it. I couldn't get those batteries off of Amazon. They will not ship batteries from Germany to Bulgaria. I had to buy them locally, and the local supplier will not take them back unless they're faulty. So I'm going to keep this camera and I'm going to persevere with it and see whether I can actually use it to make some nice pictures and some nice videos. Let me know what you think about the quality of the pictures that I was able to take, and maybe even the video. Fairly short clips. To my mind, they're very unstable. I understand that you can use software to collect that. I haven't done that. That's them straight out of the camera. But the stills themselves were made with some editing in them. So let's just go back and see some more of the stills. And here we go. So not too bad, I guess. It's kind of depth of field isn't really there. This is on the lowest possible attitude aperture. I think that was 3.5 or something. And let me see. Let me just double check. Let's turn it on and see what the lowest aperture is in photo mode. So this is photo mode. Let me see myself again so I can actually show you. Okay, so can I show you this? Yeah, no, you can't really see it. It's too small. Let's go back to the main one. There we go. So this is the aperture. It says it's f4 at the moment. I think I can dial it down. Yeah, f4 is the lowest that this camera will do. It's the widest aperture that you can set on it. Let me make sure I'm zoomed all the way out. Yeah. And if you zoom in, let me see, let's just take the lens cap off. And if I zoom in, the lowest aperture is f5.6. There you go. So generally speaking, that's not going to give you any decent depth of field. That means that the background is not going to be blurry at all, and you'll just be able to focus slightly better close up than you would be far away. And you know, the wider the aperture, the more that you can have everything in focus. So what's the maximum on this one? Let's just see. Maximum is f22. There you go. That is the narrowest the aperture will go, and that will give you everything is in focus. So there you are. Anyway, so the sum total is spend a bit more on your camera. I personally think that this is possibly the worst camera I've bought ever. Unfortunately, I can't return it due to where I live and the circumstances that are involved. I'm going to persevere with it and see whether I can do a bit better with it. I think, to be honest with you, I'm a bit better with a camera that I can hold up and even press up against my face or hold against my body. So something's probably a bit better than that. I suppose it's down to personal preference. It really is. Let's just go back to my camera stream. And this picture here was taken with a Fujifilm camera, a Fujifilm X-T3, which I also have. So hang on, let me just show you. It's probably best. So I forgot which screen I was on and what I was showing you. And let's just maximize this. There you go. So you probably get a little bit of a better view of that picture like that. And this is just a pile of sticks at the back of my garden with a broom leaning against it. Don't ask me why it's like that. That's the way I found it. Nothing to do with me. Blame the wife. Somebody said to me, "Are you planning to burn any witches?" And I said, if I find one, I'll certainly give them a good telling off. Anyway, listen, hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. Let me know if you've got one of these cameras, how you feel about it. Do you think it's great? Do you enjoy it? Did you wish you hadn't bought it like me? Do you regret it? I'm full of buyer regret for this camera. But I'm going to make the most of it because sending it back to Germany from Bulgaria not only is a pain in the ass, I'm also stuck with the batteries and the charger, which I wouldn't be able to use in a different camera. So there you go. Hope that's helpful. This is a relatively new channel with very few subscribers. Please like, subscribe, and let me know what you think. Reactions are really important because I've got no idea how this is coming across to you. Let me know. All the best and have a nice day.